Hello, and welcome to week 9 of Herb Appeal Trivia. Whoops, got to turn my phone down. My name is John Chesak. I'll be your host. If you're not familiar with me, I own Herb Appeal Tours, the #1 tour company in Detroit, according to my dog, Charlie. There he is. He's a stickler for tours. I was told that the show needs more Charlie, so here you go. Thank you, Sarah. So, once again this week, we are, instead of having a sponsor, highlighting the Black Lives Matter movement. So once again, in the description of this video, if you go down, there's a master list, a Google Doc where you can find resources of ways to educate yourself on the movement, ways to get involved, places to give money, all kinds of good stuff. So definitely take a moment to check that out after the show or during the show. It's definitely a lot more important than this trivia show. But going forward, we are going to go back to having sponsors. So if you are interested in being one of the sponsors, hit us up at hello@herbappealtours.com. I'd also like to once again give a shout out to my good friends and downstairs neighbors, Nick and Sarah, helped me out behind the scenes. Sarah was actually in front of the scenes, is that a term? Today, so thank you to both of them. And also I'd like to give a shout out to Charlie for being a good boy. All right, let's get started with the trivia. If you haven't already, go to crowd.live/herbappeal on your second device. On that device is where you're going to enter in the questions. Now the questions have a time component, so the faster you can get these correct answers in, the more points you're going to get. So the person with the most points at the end of each game is going to be the winner for that game. But wait, there's more. 3 people each game are going to get prizes. 13th place is going to get $5 to Boro Resale, which if you're not familiar, is a fantastic resale shop in the Eastern Market area. And guess what? They're back taking customers. Actually, it's by appointment only, so hit them up on Instagram or Smoke Signals if you know how to do those. Bet you don't, so probably don't try that. Second place is getting $5 to Boro and $5 to Golden Fleece, my favorite Greek restaurant in Greektown. And first place, guess what I have in store for you? Both gift certificates and a free walking tour with yours truly. All right. Before we get started with the trivia, I do want to remind you that in between the 2 games, we have a little segment we like to call Ask John. Can you guess what we do there? You can ask John, who's me, questions. But since there's a bit of a delay between what I do here and what you see at home, I do ask that you get your questions in starting now so that they're sitting there waiting for me on my phone by the time Ask John comes around. All right, are you guys ready for this trivia? Because I am week 9. Can you believe how fast this has gone by? Question 1. How many Wayne County Commission districts are there? Is it A, 11? Is it B, 13? Is it C, 9? Or is it D, 15? Looking for how many Wayne County Commission districts there are in all of Wayne County, not just Detroit, not just any certain city, but all of Detroit. So, correct answer there is D, 15. And just a friendly reminder, Wayne County does have a primary election coming up August 4th. Wow, actually 0% of you got that right. You guys need to brush up on your, Wayne County stuff. Knowledge, there we go, Sarah, thank you. Question 2. Which of these municipalities is not in Oakland County? Is it A, Highland Charter Township? Is it B, Brandon Township? Is it C, Utica? Or is it D, Farmington? So again, looking for which one is not in Oakland County. And that one just so happens to be C, Utica, which is in Macomb County, or as I like to call it, Sarah Macomber County. All right. 52% of you knew that. Way to go. Really redeemed yourself after that dismal first question. Question 3. What is the movement of African Americans from the rural South to urban cities like Detroit that occurred in the 20th century commonly called? Is it A, the resettling? Is it B, the Great Migration? Is it C, manifest destiny? Or is it D, northern exposure? This happened between, I think, the 19 teens up into the 1970s. That was called the Great Migration. About 6 million people moved from rural South to urban areas in the West, in the Midwest, in the North, and in the East. 75% of you knew that. Way to go. All right, that is 3 questions in the book. So we're going to take a look at our leaderboard, see who's doing what here. In first place, no surprise here, is Aaron Schwartz. He's won in the past. Second place is Betsy, no last name, very mysterious. Third place is Kamal Kanji, 165 points. Let's see who's in 13th. We've got to wait till it comes back around. And that is Will McDowell, usually higher in the thing, but he's still in line for that $5 to borrow without being in the top 3. I got a feeling he's going to get higher and higher. Take that as you may. Question 4. What Detroit publication is located on the site that Stroh's Brewery used to occupy? Is it A, Crain's? Is it B, Free Press? Is it C, Metro Times? Or is it D, Our Detroit? We're looking for which one is now located where they used to brew Stroh's. It's in the Eastern Market area, if that helps you. And it is A, Crain's. So everybody knows Crain's business, but they also have 32 other publications. I believe 32. Most of them are industry specific. My personal favorite is Plastic News. I bet you can't guess what industry they cater to. If you can't, it's plastic. All right, A, 46%. Way to go, guys. Pretty good. On to question 5. How many hours behind GMT is Detroit currently? Is it A, 7? Is it B, 6? Is it C, 4? Or is it D, 5? So GMT, of course, is Greenwich Mean Time. Looking for what we are currently behind that. And that is C, 4. Love doing that explosion every time C4 comes up. I tried to get a graphic to do it for me, but it's kind of hard to do. Question 6. What is the largest employer in Michigan? Is it A, University of Michigan? Is it B, Dow Chemical? Is it C, Ford? Or is it D, GM? Looking for the largest employer in the state of Michigan. And that just so happens to be headquartered in Midland, Dow Chemical. Actually, they're not doing so well in their at Dow Chemical because they're now underwater. Too soon? Probably too soon. Sorry, guys. 18% of you got that right. It's a hard question. All right, that's another 3 questions in the book, so let's take a look at this leaderboard. In first place, jumping up, is Red Wings goalie Jimmy Howard. Second place, Kyle Sachinsky. 13th place, Tim Gearin, my brother-in-law, doing quite well. All right, Aaron Schwartz is still in the mix, 269 points. Let's see who else in there. Laura Dunn, I see you playing. I think it's the first time I've seen that name. Rebecca Grossman, welcome back. Dennis, no last name. Sarah H. All right. Question 7. Which of these artists was born in Detroit? Is it A, Sonny Bono? Is it B, Dean Martin? Is it C, Master P? Or is it D, Marilyn Manson? Make them say, So this artist did not say, It was A, Sonny Bono. On to question 8. What city has Metro Detroit's only IKEA? Is it A, Salem? Is it B, Canton? Is it C, Plymouth? Or is it D, Utica? It's definitely that one. Correct answer is B, Canton. Over there on Ford Road. All right, on to question 9. Which of these businesses is Charlie's did not like that Eutychia joke. Which of these businesses is not an Eastern Market? Is it A, Detroit versus Everybody? Is it B, Honeybee Market? Is it C, Adams Meats? Or is it D, Boro Resale? Which one is not an Eastern Market? Correct answer to that is B, Honeybee Market, which is right here in Hubbard Burchard, where we live. And Sarah really doesn't like when I tell people that. Oh well. 52% of you knew that. No surprise there. Pretty easy one. All right. 14% of you said Boro. I said in the beginning that you were in the Eastern Market. Pay attention. Question 10. Actually, you know what? Instead of question 10, let's take a look at this leaderboard. That's another 3 in the books. First place, Kyle Suchinski jumps over Jimmy Howard. Will McDowell, I predicted it. He moved up the rankings in second place. 13th place is Betsy, no last name. Way to go, Betsy. Stacy Fuller's doing pretty well, in 25th. My boy Omar's in 23rd. Michael Scott's, manager of Dunder Mifflin. Scranton branch, he's in the mix. Question 10. In which of these years did Detroit have a race riot? Is it A, 1943? Is it B, 1959? Is it C, 1985? Or is it D, 1917? So most people know about the 67 riots, but this one happened as well. This is A, 1943. Started off as a fight between two young people in Belle Isle. Spread throughout the city. I believe 6,000 troops were sent in to quell the violence. Had a lot of mostly white people coming in from the suburbs to participate, or whatever you want to say that. Question 11. Where is the Sanders, or Saunders, there's a bit of disagreement how you pronounce that. Sanders Chocolate Factory, where is it? Is it A, Detroit? Is it B, Fudgington Hills? Is it C, Farmington Hills? Or is it D, Clinton Township? Charlie is murdering a sock right now. In case you can hear him, that's what's going on. Correct answer there is D, Clinton Township. Well, trickeration there. A lot of times I'll make a play on words using the correct answer, but this time I did not. It was D, Clinton Township. 45% of you knew that. Way to go. Some chocoholics out there. Hope you guys get the help you need. Question 12. That was such a stupid joke. Which of these is not a flavor of Better Made chips? Is it A, Southern Style Sweet Heat Barbecue? Is it B, Barbecue? Is it C, Cheesy Barbecue? Or is it D, Honey Barbecue? Of course, Better Made chips right here in Detroit since 1930. We've got, I believe, over 50 flavors, or maybe that might be Faygo. Either way, one they don't have is Cheesy Barbecue, C. I can tell you which one they shouldn't have, and those are the rainbow chips, because those are just burnt chips. We're all being had. 86% of you knew that there was no cheesy barbecue. Cheesy barbecue, what do you think? Would that be a good flavor? I don't think cheesy's good. Barbecue's good. Why not? Follow your dreams. Question 13. Which of these started in Metro Detroit? Is it A, Potbelly? Is it B, Subway? Is it C, Tubby's Sub Shop? Or is it D, Blimpie Subs? Which one started in Metro Detroit? I can tell you which one Sarah worked at. That was Subway, where she was a sandwich artiste. Whoa, Charlie's excited. Correct answer here is C, Tubby's. Started in Sterling Heights. All right, from here on out, we're going to take a look at the leaderboard after each question so you know exactly where you stand coming into this home stretch here. We'll do that now. Just grab it. First, jumping up to first place, I called it Will McDowell, 801 points. 13th place in line for $5 to borrow is Eric Burson. Third place, and still in the mix, is Robbie Lynn, 714, and Kyle Suchinski, second place, 761 points. Let's see, I believe Kyle's aunt is playing. Hi, Marjorie, I believe is your name. Sarah Young is in the mix. Sarah H is in the mix. B is in the mix. Connor Good, the illustrious Connor Good. Hopefully your new apartment's working out, Connie. All right, 2 questions to go. Question 14. Who was Michigan's first black congressperson? Is it A, Brenda Lawrence? Is it B, Charles Diggs? Is it C, Brenda Jones? Or is it D, John Conyers? So looking for Michigan's first black congressperson, and that was B, Charles Diggs. All right, 34% of you knew that. 55% thought John Conyers. That's not a terrible guess for you. All right, before the last question, let's take a look at this leaderboard one last time, see where everybody's at. Kyle Suchinski claws her way back to first place, 847 points. 13th is OK Man, who's doing okay, man. Second place in line for both gift certificates is Robbie Lynn at Handsome Sold So-and-So. Third place still very much in the mix. Only 4 points behind Robbie's Aaron Schwartz. All right. Last question. You guys ready? Because either way, we're doing it. Question 15. What automobile can you see made at the Ford Rouge plant? Is it A, the Econoline? Is it B, the F-150? Is it C, the Mustang? Or is it D, the Taurus? So, if you've ever been to the Ford Rouge plant in Dearborn, you can pay to take the tour. What car are you watching get made? I'll tell you right now, it's B, the F-150. Got a feeling a lot of you knew that. Let's see if anything got mixed up. Only 50%. Wow, I would have thought higher. You don't even make Tauruses anymore for these 6 people that guess that. Let's see how we ended up to end game 1. First place, Aaron Schwartz jumps from 3rd to 1st. Getting that free walking tour, $5 to borrow, and $5 to Golden Fleece. 13th place, getting $5 to borrow is Betsy. And in 2nd place, getting both gift certificates is Will McDowell with 900 points. Way to go, everybody. All right, so end of game 1, you know what that means. Time for Ask John. Let's see here. Robbie Lynn, have you been working out, buddy? Yes, I have. Joey Sullivan, former member of Nick and I's band, The Gazebo Effect, says the show needs more Sarah, too. Not really a question. Miriam, owner of Burrow, says Burrow definitely knows how to send smoke signals, but do you know how to receive them? That's what it would really become. All right. What is my second favorite Coney? My second favorite Coney is Lafayette Coney because my first is Dooley's. Actually, I don't know. It's kind of a tie, so they're both first and second. What is Charlie's middle name? Charlie's middle name is Xavier. Charlie Xavier Brown. Favorite 8 Mile restaurant? 8 Mile restaurant. I believe is the Jamaican Pot on 8 Mile? I think that's on 8 Mile. That's a Jamaican restaurant. I think, yeah, it's on 8 Mile. So that's what I'm going with there. All right. See you in a minute. 0% Joey Sullivan. With the sound of that beer opening, that means not only is it time for game 2, but Nick is well on his way to being drunk. All right, game 2, question 1. Who was Michigan's first female governor? Is it A, Gretchen Whitmer? Is it B, Jennifer Granholm? Is it C, Ruth Johnson? Or is it D, Judith Bighouse? Looking for the first female governor of the state of Michigan. Correct answer there, of course, is B, Jennifer Granholm, who I believe was born in Canada. Question 2. Either way, question 2. 79% of you knew that. Way to go. Question 2. As of today, who is the principal owner and chairperson of the Lions? Is it A, Martha Ford? Is it B, Sheila Ford Hamp? Is it C, Ernest P. Worrell? Or is it D, owner McLionface? So looking for the current principal owner, and that is, as of today, Sheila Ford Hamp. So let's see how many of you are paying attention to Lions news today. 76%, way to go. think I kind of gave it away with how much I emphasized today. Oh well, either way, you guys are the beneficiaries. Question 3. How many transportation tunnels are there connecting Windsor and Detroit? Is it A, 1? Is it B, 3? Is it C, 0? Or is it D, 2? Looking for how many transportation tunnels. I'm sure there's other types of tunnels that I don't know about. That's neither here nor there in terms of this question. Correct answer is D, 2. And anytime there's a question D2, if you've watched in the past, you know what that means. Mighty Ducks time. Quack, 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 quack. Let's take a look at that leaderboard. First place, the handsome devil himself, Robbie Lynn, 278 points. 13th place, Jif G-Walks, 163 points, in line for that $5 Boro. Christina Dad is in the mix. How's the lighting look today, Christina? You weren't here to help. Let's see here. Third place, Michael Scott. Very, very interesting. Virginia's back. Welcome back, Virginia. Good to see you again. Or good for you to see me, I guess. Whatever. Question 4. Who was the first black woman to be on Detroit City Council? Is it A, Barbara Rose Collins? Is it B, Brenda Jones? Is it C, Irma Henderson? Or is it D, Mary Sheffield? Looking for the first black woman to be on Detroit City Council. And that is C, Irma Henderson. She took the seat in 1972 after winning a runoff election to replace a vacated seat. So, 1972. Question 5. What scooter company is owned by Ford? Is it A, Lime? Is it B, Berg? Is it C, Spin? Or is it D, Boaz? Which one's owned by Ford was bought? I want to say 2018, maybe 2019, I don't remember. It was certainly the last couple of years. The scooters came out of nowhere. Correct answer there is C, Spin. Those are the orange ones. Boaz, I think it might be those blue ones that have the seats. I'd actually never heard of it until I researched this question. C, Spin, 41% of you knew that. 41% also thought Bird. Only one person thought Boaz. Womp womp. Question 6. What city is Zug Island part of? Is it A, Detroit? Is it B, River Rouge? Is it C, Dearborn? Or is it D, Ecorse? So I'm looking for which city Zug Island is actually technically part of. And that is B, River Rouge. I believe Nick, Sarah, and I are planning a vacation to Zug Island. It's beautiful this time. It's equally beautiful at all times of year. 61% of you knew that. Way to go. Well, guess what, folks? That is another 3 questions in the books. Let's take a look at this leaderboard, see what's changed. First place, that handsome devil, 564 points. Robbie Lynn, 13th place, in line for Boro, $5. Mamma mia! In second place is Michael Scott, in line for both gift certificates. All right. Let's get on to question 7. It's dedicated to all my gardeners out there. What USDA hardiness zones is Detroit in? Is it A, 6A and 6B? Is it B, 5C and 5D? Is it C, 6C and 6D? Or is it D, 5A and 5B? Looking for the hardiness zone of the USDA. Anybody who takes their gardening very seriously is going to know this. And that is A, 6A and 6B. I've got a feeling this is a hard question. Not too many people are going to get this right. Let's see. Prove me wrong. Yep, I was right. 21% of you got it. I have a feeling everybody's just guessing out there. All right. In case you don't know what the USDA hardiness zone is, it tells you what plants will work in what areas. I have a spider plant that's hanging on for dear life, so obviously I'm not in that category. Question 8. What day is Buddy's Pizza Day in Detroit? Is it A, June 23rd? Is it B, June 25th? Is it C, June 26th? Or is it D, June 24th? So looking for what day is officially Pizza, Buddy's Pizza Day. Any day is good for Buddy's, but which day is officially? And that is A, June 23rd, which on my calculation is today. So I think if you go in there, they'll give you a coupon for a discounted pizza, something like that. Was actually officially made Buddy's Pizza Day by Dave Bing. It's probably his crowning achievement. Other than that, was not being Kwame Kilpatrick was his best quality. Question 9. In what year was Detroit named a City of Design by the United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization, also known as UNESCO? Is it A, 2015? Is it B, 2012? Is it C, 2019? Or is it C, 2013? It's a pretty big deal when this happened. I did a bunch of tours for UNESCO. And the answer is A, 2015. 34% of you knew that. Yeah, it was a tough one, kind of an arbitrary, random year. And but Detroit was actually the first U.S. city that got that designation back in 2015. All right, that's another 3 in the books. Let's take a look at this leaderboard. First place, Robbie Lynn, handsoming his way to first. Second place, Michael Scott, 553 points. 13th place, Virginia Letelier. And let's see, it was Greg Holman. I believe this is the first time my buddy Greg has played. Welcome, Greg. Good to see you on the list. All right, Joey Sull, I saw you. Question 10. What is the real name of Boblo Island? Is it A, Fighting Island? Is it B, Rob High Island? Is it C, Big Boy Island? Or is it D, Bois Blanc Island? For the real name of Bob, of course, most people call Boblo Island even now. The amusement park is closed. They still call it Boblo. The correct answer is Bois Blanc, which I'm sure you can tell by my lovely French accent that I'm really good at French. Question 11. In what city is the Holocaust Memorial Center? Is it A, Royal Oak? Is it B, Detroit? Is it C, West Bloomfield? Or is it D, Farmington Hills? So which one is the Holocaust Memorial Center in there? It is in Oakland County. I'll give you a hint there. Correct answer is D, Farmington Hills. On to question 11. 48% of you knew that. Way to go. What year was Southfield incorporated? Is it A, 1981? Is it B, 1958? Is it C, 1943? Or is it D, 1921? Looking for the year the city of Southfield was incorporated, and that is B, 1958. Question 13. At what museum can you see the bus on which Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat? Is it A, the Detroit Historical Museum? Is it B, the Henry Ford? Is it C, the Michigan Science Center? Or is it D, the Charles H. Wright Museum of African American History? Of course, she didn't give her seat up in Alabama, but the bus is actually in Dearborn at the Henry Ford Museum, B. All right. Let's take a look at these leaderboards before we get to our final 2 questions. First place still Robbie Lynn, Aaron Schwartz, familiar faces. Michael Scott's right there, though, 783. 13th place, Mikey H. Kamel, you're just behind 13th and 14th. Sarah Young doing okay, 25th. Laura Dunn is in the mix. Mamma Mia is an 8th. Rebecca Grossman doing top 10. Way to go. All right. Final 2 questions. Question 14. When is the next Detroit Board of Police Commissioners meeting? Is it A, June 31st? Is it B, June 27th? Is it C, June 26th? Or is it D, June 25th? And for the next Detroit Board of Police Commissioners meeting, that is D, June 25th. It's a hard one. got a feeling most people didn't know. There's only 17%, but that's kind of the reason why I asked it, because it's a great way to get involved with how Detroit is policed. That's a big issue right now. If you're interested, they're doing it via Zoom this month. And if you go down to the description of this video, you will find a link that'll take you to all the information you can need regarding getting involved with that meeting. All right, before we go to the last question of the night, let's take a look at this leaderboard one last time. First place, I don't think nothing has changed. Robbie Lynn. I think Michael Scott, Aaron Schwartz might have switched from second and third. 13th, BB, way to go. Jiff G-Walks is in the mix. Jared Bookmeyer is in the mix. Omar, not your night, buddy. Sorry, Omar. Fourth place, Dennis. No last name. Question 15. What city has a folk art attraction known as Disneyland? Is it A, South Lyon? Is it B, Hamtramck? Is it C, Highland Park? Or is it D, Dearborn? So there's also another part for this name of this attraction, but I'll give it 100% away. And it is B, Hamtramck Disneyland. See how many of you guys knew that? 47%, almost half of you. Let's take a look at this final standings for game 2. In first place, taking home both gift certificates and the walkthrough is Robbie Lynn. Second place is Michael Scott, taking home both gift certificates. And in 13th, taking home gift certificate to Boro Resellers, Virginia Letelier or Letelier. Happens every week, still don't know how to pronounce it. So, thank you guys all for joining us for week 9 of Herb Appeal Trivia. I hope you had fun. Big shout out to everybody that played at home, to Sarah, Nick, to Charlie, and big shout out to Boro for providing the gift certificates for Golden Fleece, and for me for doing the walking tour. So until next week, make sure you tell your friends, your family, your chiropractor to join us next week for more Detroit trivia. Until then, stay happy, stay healthy, and as always, stay hungry. Nick loves to draw this out. He's cracking up.